morning, the first thing I want every black woman to know is that irregardless of the gaslighting and the narrative that have been created, I, black man, black father, I don't know of a black man that can say we are not voting for Kamala Harris because she's a black woman. That is a narrative that have been created which ain't got shit to do with us as black men. I came out of a black vagina. I was breastfed with that breast milk from a black woman. I was raised by a black queen, a black woman. Now these days, the idea and the concept of people dating out of their race or doing whatever they want to do with their own sexual preference. I don't want anybody to confuse or try and put words in my mouth. I am a black man. I'm a black king. My father was a black man. My mother was a black woman. They met, they fell in love, and co-created another black king. But me as a black man, I am fully in support of the President of the United States being a black woman. So whoever the fuck created that narrative, and it starts rolling and rolling and rolling, you're not speaking for me, and you're not speaking for all black men. Let's make sure we say that. Now let's get back to trolling. What am I doing and what am I wearing? I'm wearing something that broke the internet. I put the outfit back on, respectfully and rightfully so. For all of the Generation Z, the Gen Zs out here, those are called bell bottoms. These are, I don't know, shingles or whatever the case may be. And these are the stairs that I got married on before my ex-wife left me, August 2020. And this is the same house that I got the news while living in, that not only did she leave me, I got married on these stairs. She packed up all 50 boxes right here in the foyer with 6 or 7 of her friends, and she covered up the Ring camera with a COVID mask at the time. This was August 2020, and she left me, and she never came back. Cried me a river, right? Then all of a sudden, I'm now in the studio to work on an album that I never wanted to work on, to sing about a relationship that I thought would never come to an end, to then get in the studio and discover that I'm now singing a song produced by the legendary David Foster from 50 years ago, 50, when he was in a singing group called Skylark. The song was called Wildflower. And today, as I put my piece back on my head that I wore in my music video, it looked much better than this, but this was the piece that was on top, and this was the outfit that I wore, and those were the stairs that I got married on, and this was the foyer that she left me with her 50 boxes, and this is the new relationship that I'm in with Zelly, who became my rescue. And now my song Wildflower is number one on Billboard. We got a number one song. And in this moment, what I want to share with all of you who are trying to figure out how to get through and how to survive levels of losses, things that you never asked for, the things that you never signed up for, the things that you can't process, the things that you just simply don't understand. What I've learned is God is very, very specific about the things that he puts specific people through, because he wants you to do and create and become a specific thing. This album that you guys are at home loving, I'm frustrated about it. I feel a way about it. The album is entitled Beautiful Pain. I feel a way about the fact that this album exists. I feel a way about the fact that people are at home listening to thoughts and feelings and vulnerabilities that I never thought I would ever put out into the world. Because I wanted to get married, and like other people, men and women who get married and they end up going through a divorce, it's not that you're playing victim when you say this. The relationship really did end. And when the relationship ended, you really don't know why. I'm one of those people. So with that being said, God has a way of putting specific people through specific things because he's trying to specifically push you into something, push something out of you creatively, trying to get you to give birth to something that did not exist in the world. And when you ask God for a breakthrough, the one thing about the all-knowing God, and you ask him to clear out people, things, and situations that no longer serve me, the one thing that I know that scares me sometime about the all-knowing God is that he's not going to give you the heads up of how he's going to go about answering that prayer. He is not going to give you the heads up of how he's going to do everything that you've asked him to do. Father God, I love you and I trust you. Please order my footsteps. Please, God, clear out all things, people, and situations that no longer serve me. And when you pray that prayer, boys and girls, what you need to understand is that that might be your wife. That might be your husband. That might be your friends that you grew up with and been knowing and connected to your whole life. That might be somebody that you work with or work for. That might be a job that you are working at and you can't really see yourself ever working at any other job. So when you ask God to clear out all things, people, and situations that no longer serve me, that could include things, people, and situations that you love and that you're very familiar with. So what does that mean? That means that we are here. Beautiful pain. Let me tell you guys and show you guys something that no one in the world has ever seen. Stay with me. Stay with me. No one has ever seen this. No one has ever seen this. What if I told you guys at some point I'm about to release my own candle line that says Tyrese Wildflower, that says Tyrese Rescue, and that says Rescue. What if I told you guys that I'm about to release the Beautiful Pain album box set? What if I told you that there's a personal note that I wrote on there just for you? What if I told you that the album now comes with 2 red vinyls? You see there? 2 red vinyls. What if I told you that underneath the red vinyls are the red silk sheets with the candle that says Beautiful Pain? That's gardenia, with the Beautiful Pain splash spray, with the red silk sheets. A limited edition, collector's edition, and I'm going to be up on Amazon very, very soon. What if I told you that being number one on Billboard right now and making a mockery of me for simply going to sing the national anthem in my outfit with this hair and this outfit, particular video dedicated to my mother? What if I told you that I might play crazy, but I'm far from it? What if I told you that there was always a plan, and although sometimes the plan feels and appears to be a gimmick, and although it goes viral, it's always connected to something? When God sends you an assignment and God gives you a vision and an idea, and he recognizes you being an individual and recognizes the fact that you are just different. When the word weird is thrown around, the word weirdo is thrown around, and it's usually thrown around with something that's negative. When you hear the word narcissist, it is normally a negative. When you hear the word selfish, it is normally a negative. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that being a weirdo got me living in a 25,000 square foot mansion in the most exclusive neighborhood of life. Being a narcissist has allowed for me, in a good way, not a negative narcissist, a good way, self-determination, self-belief, the willpower to dig deep inside of you and believe in yourself beyond the scope of anything. Where people laugh at you, they put you down, they make a mockery of your gifts, your talents, your dreams, your visions. So beyond you believing in yourself, the version of believing in yourself that you have to become is what they would define as a narcissist. I am fully focused on me, like a horse that's running its race, and he's got blinders on, never concerned about what the next man or the next woman is doing, never concerned about what the next woman or the next woman is thinking, just running your fucking race and staying completely focused and submerged on what you're doing and where you're headed. Let me give you another version of a positive narcissist. On an airplane, which we've all flown on, they would say to you that in case of an emergency, don't help the kids, don't help the teenager, don't help your grandfather, your grandparents. Put your face mask on first before trying to help others. Some of you guys are literally suffering mentally, emotionally, financially, psychologically, because you go above and beyond to give everything, everybody, everything that you don't have for yourself. And they have turned being a narcissist into something negative. They have said more money, more power. And they've also said that money is the root of all evil. I will flip that because I am an independent thinker. Although I am not Republican, I am Democrat. But I want to make sure that y'all understand, a gun has never hurt anybody. It's when the gun ends up in the hands of someone with fucked up and ill will and intentions. That's when the gun hurts someone. Should they allow guns to be running amok in these streets to continue to end up in the hands of all of these bad people? I am not in support of that. No. Money has never hurt anybody. Money causes insecurities in people, but the insecurities in people already existed. Money in the hands of the right people, you'll end up doing the right things on behalf of people to benefit them in a good way. I buy people things from my heart. I arrange and orchestrate things from my heart. When my friends, family, and loved ones are going through a fucked up period financially, I'm able to take that money and show up for them. I get to travel. I get to do things for my children. I get to finally experience Christmas, not only for me, but for my children. I get to live in environments that are safe and beautiful with fresh air and greenery. That same money that is evil, when it ends up in the right person's hands, they're able to do things to actually impact the world and not do anything evil. If evil is in your heart, you can be evil with $1. You could be evil with $100. You could be evil with $1,000. You could be evil with $1 billion and $100 billion. Are you following me? When you believe in yourself, you have to focus on the things that most people don't see. You have to be willing to let them laugh at you and make a mockery of you and call you crazy because you're doing and going about things that most people won't. My song is number one. And I put this wig on my head and I had a full beard on my face. And I went out there and I said that if I were to go and wear a regular outfit while singing the national anthem for the LA Rams, then that's going to end up on a bunch of blogs and websites. But in order for me to truly break the internet and have people laughing and making a mockery of me and yet pointing them in the direction of the Wildflower video, I'm going to have to do something that most people would be uncomfortable with doing. I'm going to have to step out there on this stage with these bell bottoms on. Do you see the bell bottoms? I'm going to have to wear this outfit that nobody has ever seen me wear. And I'm going to have to put some hair on my head when I've been known for being bald-headed my whole life. And I'm going to have to put on this beard. And I'm going to have to shoot this video dedicated to my mother entitled Wildflower. And now the song is number one on Billboard. So I want you to have a moment with me to celebrate not only Beautiful Pain. If you go to Tyrese.tv, you can go ahead and order the Beautiful Pain album. And I got some great news for y'all. The vinyls are finally in. For everybody that's been waiting on their double vinyl that they've ordered months and months ago, there is nobody in the world more hurt than me. The vinyls are finally in the U.S. The vinyls are finally here. They have arrived. They have been shipped into America on all of the pallets. And in order to make my fans happy, in order to make them feel really, really good about being so patient and kind while paying their hard-earned money to get a double vinyl, I wanted to sweeten the pot even more. I got candles, Tyrese Wildflower, gardenia candles, Tyrese Rescue, all natural. And then we get into the Tyrese Beautiful Pain box set. You see it? Let me turn the camera around to make sure that you can see this. The Tyrese Beautiful Pain box set. And I'm going to be selling this very soon. There's a special note that you can't read that ends with Tyrese Gibson. There's the Beautiful Pain double album that comes with double red vinyls. You see it? 2 red vinyls. Do you see it? You see it? 2 red vinyls. And then we have the red silk sheets with the Beautiful Pain candle inside the box set. Then we got the gardenia spray, the same home spray for Beautiful Pain. Yes, this is a special box set that I am selling. And I'm going to be putting it up on Amazon, and I'm putting it up everywhere not just on my website. Very, very soon. Maybe around Thanksgiving. Maybe around Black Friday. Just maybe. But this is going to be a limited edition, very, very special something that I've also been secretly creating, because if you guys know me, I don't lie, I don't steal, I don't take advantage of people. It's not who I am. It's not what's in my heart. Wildflower is #1 now. #1 on Billboard. These same bell bottoms, the same outfit, the same hair. Right here. The same exact thing. We made history. Team Tyrese, the love circle, all my loved ones, all my family, and all of the people in radio. The people in radio who made the decision that Lil Tay Tay, Lil Say Say, Lil May May, they matter because they've been doing music. They've been making their beats on Fruity Pebble machines and Logic and everything else. But now that we are #1, and this is produced by the legendary David Foster and Brandon Bam Hodge, we are #1. And we're #1 on Billboard. And first they laughed until they realized that he had a plan the whole time. We're #1. And I want to dedicate this song to my beloved mother. May her soul and her heart continue to rest in peace. My heart is heavy. My heart is heavy. My heart is very heavy. But my heart is also grateful. My heart is full. There's an album over there that you can get on Tyrese.tv that would have never been born. I would have never gotten through all of the complications, stress, sleepless night, hot flashes, anxiety, tears, crying, misery, frustration, and then allowing myself in the midst of all of my pains to discover that God has put so much love in my heart that there's a such thing as me having a heart that can still beat for love again. Even though love hurts, love is the reason that I find myself back up on my feet and being healed again from the beauty of my Lady Zelly. Beautiful pain would not exist. It would not be anything that you can listen to on all of your streaming platforms if I were still married. Wildflower as a song would not exist if my mother had never transitioned due to her own health issues that she had for many years. That was the 3rd coma. She was in a coma 3 times. #1, #2, and then the 3rd coma that she slipped into was also her having COVID. And it was COVID with pneumonia, along with her being in a coma, that ultimately took my mother out and had her to transition into the heavens. So I'm now out of a marriage. I'm now out of a mother. And I'm in a relationship now with Christ, with the Lord Jesus Christ, that I never had prior to me losing my wife and my mother. I never had this level of a relationship with Christ prior to me finding love again and asking God over and over, is this my person? And he revealed to me, yes, this is. Doesn't matter who she is, where she's from, what her story is, what she's coming in, who her friends are, what environment you met her in. This is your person. You thought and believed that that was your person because she lives up to the things that you checked off on. But this person left you as soon as she got all the things that she came here to get out of you. People are not loyal to you. People are loyal to their needs of you. And once their needs are met, and sometimes that will include a child, they will drop your ass so fast. That is the wrong and the negative version of narcissism. That is the negative version of being a narcissist and a sociopath, where you can leave someone for dead and they're screaming and they're crying and they're yelling out as their outcry because you hurt them, you left them, you disposed of them, and yet you realize that they did it because they had a goal and an agenda in mind, and they didn't love you enough to include you on that plan. You were just on the receiving end of what that plan was, and you end up fucked up and in a bad place. God is the all-knowing God, because when he clears them out, the friends, the agents, the managers, the lawyers, the family members, the marriage, the friendships, the relationships, when he clears them out, he doesn't always explain why. He doesn't always explain why that job that you wanted, because you needed that money, fell through. Because when that job falls through, if you had taken that job, then what God really had in mind for you to become an entrepreneur would have never happened. People that are supposed to have employees are not supposed to be an employee. I'll say it again for the people in the back, and maybe I need to put my fake wig back on in order for y'all to get it. Bosses and people that are supposed to have employees are not supposed to be an employee. People that have dreams and visions for themselves are not supposed to be holding hands with someone to help them to live out their dreams, their visions, and the goals that they have in mind. It's actually okay to work with and for someone, but you're never supposed to work with and for someone and lose sight of what God brought you here to do. Lose sight of what God is supposed to create in you and where you're supposed to be headed and what you're supposed to become. And although the things that you become can sometimes happen from you slipping into a really bad place, when you slip into these dark and these bad places, watch and see what God is creating in you. Watch and see the things that are being activated in you that were never activated in you before you slipped into that dark place. There is no such thing as beautiful pain without me going through the pains that help me to discover the beauties. There is no such thing as wildflower being number one, even though my mother is irreplaceable and I want my mother to still be here right now. This is coma number one, coma number two, that became coma number three, COVID and pneumonia. God called my mother home and wildflower was born. My mother is my wildflower. She is forever my wildflower. I am a motherless child. I have been trying to process my life without being able to sit with my mother for Thanksgiving, sit with my mother for Christmas and holidays. Although I've told the world for years that I've had a very challenging and rough relationship over the years with my mother, I'm not going to sit here and paint a picture that my mother was my best friend, because you are best friends with your mother. I'm not going to sit here and act as if me and my father, who happens to still be alive, have had the best relationship over the years, because we haven't. But nobody wants to lose their mother. Nobody wants to lose their grandfather, their grandmother, the foster parent, the auntie, the cousin, the neighbor, the friend, the marriage, the relationship, the friendship. When you're familiar with people, you don't want to lose them. I know I just said a lot, but when you're dealing with people with a short attention span, you better do God's work in a very small amount of time. I'm going to tell y'all again. I'll tell y'all again. Hear me. Hear me. Beautiful Pain is number one. Streaming on all platforms around the world. My song Wildflower is number one. Divorce, trauma, pain, that's also holding hands with beauty, love, love making. The best sex I ever had in my life with the strongest woman I've ever been with, who had to figure out a way to love me while I was in the middle of losing love from my ex. She had to step in and figure out how to love me, and I had to figure out how to love her. And most women jumped in the comments and said, Zelly is a Band-Aid. She's gonna be disposed of. He's gonna go running right back to his ex. And even those insecurities started to creep into my girl herself. And that made me go above and beyond to create whatever levels of reassurance that I could to let her know I want a lot of things, but I don't want her. Everything about what she is and what her intentions are and was towards me has revealed itself. And I wish her the very best. Whoever else she's gonna get, whatever else she's gonna do, if the intentions are there, she's gonna do the same thing to the next man. All I wanna do is love. And I wanna love and not be penalized for it. All I wanna do is get married and start a family again and do it for the rest of my life and not be punished for it. Is there love that could actually last a lifetime? Can I actually do this till I take my last breath? Can I actually do this and experience love and loyalty and compassion and support and symmetry and grow on my spiritual Jesus Christ journey? Can I continue to make money, have visions and ideas in my heart and in my mind that I could unleash into the world until I take my last breath? Can I impact the world? Thank you, Jesus. Can I impact the world before I take my last breath? Can I? Can I? Please, God, order my footsteps. Allow me to be and become all the things that you want me to. Only by your will, not my will, but thy will be done. Not my will, but thy will be done. Allow me, God, to continue to unravel in real time so that I can do what only I am here to do, which is impact the world. Allow me, God, to be on the cover of Forbes because I am the billionaire. Say hello to the billionaire, new multi-billionaire, multimedia king. That is a vision that I have, and that's on my fireplace. I see myself on the cover of Forbes, and I will be on the cover of Forbes because God is the all-knowing God. I will win an Oscar. That's why there's no name on the Oscar, because the Oscar is coming. I believe it. I believe it. I'm crazy enough to believe it. And that's why God is real. All you got to do is see it and believe it for yourself. Let them laugh at you. Let them make a mockery of you. Let them do all the things that they're going to do. Isolate yourself so you can isolate yourself with God and say, the more that I'm around all of these clowns, goons, pigeons, rats, roaches, and ducks and birds, I rob myself of God molding and shaping me into the individual that he's trying to make me out to be. No one has my fingerprints. No one has my mind. No one has my heart. No one has my intentions towards the world. And even though I am misunderstood, God understands me. And in the midst of me being understood, they're going to laugh. They're going to make a mockery of me. They're going to beat me down. They're going to use their words to rip me up to pieces. I'm going to become a meme. I'm going to become the laughing stock. I'm going to go viral. Because that's what comes with being great. That's what comes with magic sometimes. You might be classy and sophisticated. You might go about your success very differently than me. You may be very honorable and respectful and private and confidential. And when you go through things, oh, so beautiful, you keep all the things to yourself. I want to tell you something, sir. That doesn't make you better than me, that you keep all of your privacy to yourself. That makes you a private person. That's not my choice. When you go through challenges in life, you don't post about it. You don't talk about it. I don't judge you for it. That's who you are. That's your choice. Don't judge me, because God has blessed me to be able to bleed out loud. This is my version and my way of connecting with people and being relatable. They wouldn't be able to listen to a Beautiful Pain album and understand what they're listening to if I wasn't posting moment by moment about all of the things that I was carrying and going through in real time. Are you following me? Thank you, Jesus. Now, number one, we're about to celebrate. If you go to YouTube right now and you type in Tyrese Wildflower, you're going to be able to watch this mini movie. It's called Wildflower. I'm wearing a red beanie and I'm wearing this outfit right here. It's a short film.
Oh my goodness.
Directed by Santiago Silvice. We are number one. We're number one on Billboard. And we got the number one album. And I want y'all to join me in watching this. If you go to your YouTube page right now, there you have it.
Hello.
Hi.
How can I help you?
Hi, Mrs. Gibson. How are you?
Rest in
I
peace
was
to my
great
mom.
until Good Times got interrupted.
Wow, my family loves that show. I won't take up much of your time.
Oh shoot, my food's gonna burn.
Wildflower is number one, y'all. Number one.
Oh, good.
Wildflower is number one.
Did I say you could come in?
My apologies, ma'am. I was hoping maybe I could help, maybe.
What do you want?
Well, I've been trying to get in touch with you for a few weeks now. Someone called the office and said you were interested in purchasing some life insurance.
Number one, baby.
Hey, you ain't getting no younger, right?
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She supported his disastrous economic agenda, higher taxes on the middle class. Kamala backed his open border policies and their weak.
The devil tried to interrupt my video talking shit about my president, Kamala Harris. Fuck out of here, Donald Trump. Here we go. Tyrese Beautiful Pain album.
Oh, that's good.
It's now a candle. I'm gonna post information about this soon.
When did you start smoking?
I'm your mother. Last time I checked.
Wildflower is number one, baby.
Gotta take better care of yourself, mama. That's all I'm saying.
Wildflower is number one.
Is that why you tried to take a life insurance policy out on me?
What are you talking about? What is she
Look at my
talking about?
outfit, guys. Look at my
I
outfit.
don't know, man. You know mama, she just be talking.
You know what? That's my cue. And We'll go to work.
Wildflower's number
Or
one.
to go sing in one of them nightclubs.
You
see the hair?
You think I would go to a nightclub dressed like this?
See the hair?
Oh, well, don't sound so disappointed about it. A job makes a lot more money than singing at one of them juke joints.
Wildflower's number one.
And I'll say it again. I'ma make it. I'ma be a
Big singing star one day. I know.
So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this regular job, go get this regular job money. And then when I sell all these records, I'm gonna finally change this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hurry up.
I love it.
Wildflower's number one. Thank you, radio. Thank you to all of the
You
fans.
ain't get enough of
My
wiping off my
album,
platinum
Beautiful
kisses,
Pain,
man.
is number one. Thank you.
Talk to your son right there. He know.
My album is number one again. Oh, man. This is a scene that takes us to when my mom passed. That's the legendary Kim Burrell making her acting debut. The legendary Kim Burrell. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. That's the hair right here. This is gonna be in the Hollywood, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one day. Wildflower's number one. Shout out to Santiago Salvice. Look at the hair, guys. Look at the hair. Beautiful Pain. Go to Tyrese.tv. We're number one, guys. We're number one. Number one. Wildflower is number one. We're number one. Beautiful Pain is number one. The album is number one.
No, don't mind me. Just take your time.
I just buried my mother.
In 2 more minutes.
I just buried my mother.
2 more minutes and I would have been buried. Look, these whiteys don't like having Negroes on their airwaves.
Beautiful Pain, number one. Go to Tyrese.tv right now, guys. Everyone who buys the limited edition version of the album, I'm gonna personally autograph every copy. Tyrese.tv. We're about to celebrate. Here's Wildflower. Don Cornelius, take it away.
After this very important message.
Beautiful Pain. Tyrese.tv. Go to Tyrese.tv right now and order Beautiful Pain. Every limited edition version of the album I am signing. My song Wildflower is number one.
Billionaires and big corporations should pay their fair share in taxes.
Here we go. Damn ads on YouTube is killing me. Here we go. Wildflower's number one. It's for you, Mom. Rest in peace. Dedicate this song to my mama. Right here, here's the fake hug. The fake wig.
And my outfit, I'm wearing it again. I have not put this outfit on since the video. Look. Wildflowers #1. My Beautiful Pain album is #1. Go to Tyrese.tv and pre-order the album right now. And I'm gonna sign every copy that is signed from the limited edition version of the album. Go there right now and own a piece of history. Tyrese on YouTube, you did it, sir. Sometimes you gotta say it to yourself. I'm proud of you, sir. You did it. You're #1. Sing to him.
Executive produced by David Foster. The whole album.
She's always paying for a debt she never owes, and the silent wind still blows, and all that she can hear, so she goes. Let her cry, oh, she's a lady. Let her
Wildflowers #1.
Election alert. Election day is on November 5th. Who you vote for is private, but if you...
Go to Tyrese.tv. Everything about the specialty album packaging, I'll be posting about it soon. Within the next few days, literally, probably even as soon as today, within the next 48 hours, everything about Beautiful Pain, the vinyls, I'm even putting out CDs, the specialty album packaging, candles, everything will be up on Amazon. Everything is being done now. Just give me the next couple of days. I'm in motion. I ordered all this stuff. I designed all of this stuff. It finally showed up to all of the fans that have been on Tyrese.tv who spent their hard-earned money, and they've been patiently waiting. I said it was coming out Friday, August 30th. The fans are like, where's the album? I'm sorry. There is nobody in the world more frustrated than me, but I finally got it. I finally got the vinyls, got the candles, Beautiful Pain, y'all see it. I got everything. I love you guys. #1, rest in peace to my beautiful mother. I'm gonna miss you again this Thanksgiving. I'm gonna miss you again this Christmas. I'm gonna miss you again for my birthday. The day that you gave birth to me, December 30th, is coming up. May my mother's soul rest in peace. And my ex, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I wish you the best. But for right now in this house, me and Zelly and my 2 daughters, we rocking. We doing this. Go to Tyrese.tv to pre-order Beautiful Pain right now. The vinyls are finally in the U.S. The pallets are here. Oh, let me show y'all how real this is. Hold on. When I tell y'all I'm independent, I'm on my Instagram, un momento. When I tell y'all that it's real for me, I didn't even trust that it was gonna go to the warehouse. I was like, no, I'm not even trusting that I'm gonna go to the warehouse. I said, I need y'all to send me some of my boxes right here to the house. I got vinyls at the house myself, shipped to me outside of what's at the warehouse. Fuck that. Send me my boxes right now. I gotta get them out to the fans. They're tired of waiting. Tyrese.tv. Look. Tyrese.tv. The vinyls are in. The vinyls are in. Go to Tyrese.tv right now to order it. Wildflowers #1. I'm independent, man. I don't have no record deal. I don't have no record label. I'm doing this shit out the trunk of my car. I love y'all. Peace.